George, let's have an intro. Okay. Let's get to some week 2 college football predictions. I know it feels like week 1 for a lot of people, but I'm mixing up a little bit of week 1 and week 2. Starting with the first real game of the season. Central Arkansas against UAB, the Blazers here. Arkansas was an FCS team, head coached by Nathan Brown. They're from Conway, Arkansas, and their theme is Paint the Town Purple. But I don't think they're going to have what it takes to beat a big-time Division I team like UAB, who has won at least 8 games 3 years in a row. So I've got the Blazers 40, the Bears 10. Now, another game that's going to be big in the state of Texas. Southern Methodist takes on the Bobcats of Texas State. It's got potential to be a really good game, but I think the biggest key in this game is Shane Buechele, quarterback for Southern Methodist. I've got him putting up a bunch of points. I've got SMU 40, the Bobcats 21. Now to Navy BYU. This is the 7th Monday night game here. Navy's quarterbacked by the kid from UConn, Olsen, and he's been running the triple option. He's from Yukon, Oklahoma, and he's been running the triple option. He ran it there in high school. He ran it at Navy as a freshman, so he knows this offense really well. I think he makes the difference in the game. I think BYU's defense is going to really struggle with it. I've got Navy 23, BYU 20. Now to Wake Forest, who had the best turnover margin in the ACC last year, taking on the champs of the ACC in Clemson with Trevor Lawrence. I don't think that Wake Forest's offense will be ready for a Brett Venables defense. I have them scoring 2 points. But I think their defense will look really good. I think they'll show some stuff and hold Clemson to 35. But I've got Clemson 35, winning the game 35-2. Now OU and Missouri State. Game is interesting for statistics only. How good will Alex Grinch's defense look? Will the Sooner offense be able to get 50 points? I think that they hold them to 10, and I think the Sooners score 50 and win 50-10. Now, the Texas and UTEP, another all-Texas team matchup here. UTEP was one of the worst teams in FBS last season. They were 128th overall. So they've got a lot to live up to. Sam Ellinger, really good at quarterback. I'm expecting this offense to take off. I've got Texas scoring 54 points and beating the Miners 54-13. Now, Oklahoma State, an all-Oklahoma game. Oklahoma State Cowboys against the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Tulsa's one of the teams that are likely going to finish at the bottom of the American Conference. Oklahoma State could make a run for their conference championship. But they've got to start by winning this game. I think it's really important to get the momentum here. And for Oklahoma State, their biggest keys are going to get it in the hands of their running back, Tuba Hubbard, and their best wide receiver, Tyron Wallace. And if they can do that, they're going to put up a lot of points this year. Be exciting to watch. How good will this defense be that's returning 10 starters for Oklahoma State? I think that's a key. I think they're going to look pretty good in this one. I've got the Cowboys 45, the Golden Hurricanes 13. Now to a game that I think might be the most interesting game to watch for week 1/2. And that's North Carolina and Q's. I think DeVito and Howell are going to both put on great performances at quarterback. I think if you can get 30 points in this one, it's going to be enough to win. And I think both of these quarterbacks are going to be racing to it. I think they're going to make some big plays, keep it exciting. But ultimately, I've got North Carolina winning the game 31-24. Now, another game in the ACC, Florida State and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, according to the 247 Sports Talent Composite, has the worst talented defense in the ACC. I think that pays dividends. Now, I think Florida State has the worst offensive line in the ACC, but I don't think that Georgia Tech's defensive line can get after him. I think they still find a way to score 28 points, and I don't think Georgia Tech's offense is just that good. It's just not quite what it needs to be. I know that they're still a year removed from the triple option, but it's not there yet. I've got the Noles 28, the Yellow Jackets 3. Now, to my upset pick of the week, Kansas against Coastal Carolina. The spread for this game, Kansas is the favorite by 4.5 games. Anytime a big Power 5 team has a chance to lose to a non-Power 5 team, I consider that a major upset. I know the spread is very close. Coastal Carolina also beat them 12-7 last season. I think Coastal Carolina can definitely beat that spread and possibly win the game. So this is the upset to watch this week. Coastal Carolina upsetting the Kansas Jayhawks. And I know Kansas they've got Puka Williams and Les Miles, who has 145 wins, but it's Kansas. It's not a good place to be for a head coach. Game of the week, Duke, Notre Dame. I think this could be a good game. It's got potential. I think it's all on Cutcliffe, the head coach of Duke. He, in the last 5 seasons, his winning percentage is 48%. That's very, very low. That's not very good. I think he's going to wind up on the hot seat middle of the season if he doesn't win a big game like this one. He had his chance to beat Alabama last year. They keep scheduling big games and falling short. Notre Dame's book, I think, at quarterback runs all over him, and they win the game of the week. Notre Dame beats Duke. I'm Josh George.